this guy named Roman Bystrianic heard me on the radio show, and he rung my office. And after his third call, I was like, I guess I better call this guy back. And he had this idea for a book, and he had done all the charts and the graphics, and started writing the narrative around that of what the historical documents showed. And then I came in as kind of the medical person that was obsessed with polio and smallpox and happened to know quite a bit about pertussis. So we started writing the book together, and there's got to be, if you were to take a full-time job, 20 years, at least 20 years. But for me, it was condensed because I became obsessed after I quit my job. All I did, I basically had no money. I lived in a tent with a pop-up camper. That was my office. And I was like crazy Ted Kaczynski, obsessed with polio in my tent. And
wow.
So no, I didn't have apprehension. I was like, this information, it's been the U.S. polio surveillance unit charts were supposed to be available in libraries. Lo and behold, every library I went to find them, I was told they're not here. There's only one library, the AMA library, and you have to have special high security clearance to look at them. Well, I won't say how, but I got a hold of them. And what those documents show is that it wasn't just Cutter Laboratories that had a problem with live polio. It wasn't just Wyeth. All the vaccine we didn't talk about this, but all the vaccine companies had a problem with live virus in their injectable vaccines during Salk's year. So 1954, 1955, up to 1959, they all were producing vaccine with live virus in it because Salk wouldn't listen to the scientists abroad who were saying his inactivation curve was where the sun doesn't shine. So that beginning of that and just tracking all that down and asking the questions that you asked, well, where did polio go? Or, what was really causing the paralysis? Why don't we see it today? Like I had to answer all those questions, and every question I answered, it was so satisfying that I just wanted to go on to the next question. And so there was never any hesitation because I was so single-minded that I didn't think about, the threats that could happen as a result of that. And it wasn't until after the book was out that the threats happened, and I'm still here. And look, I figure if anybody wants to do me in now, the timing is really bad because this is pretty much out there now.
It's been out there for a while. The Jonas Salk thing was also wild. I thought Jonas Salk was this genius that created this incredible virus that saved humanity.
Yeah, so did I. So many of our childhood fables turn out not to be true.